Okay, we are back. Um, I think I said I would end the turn immediately. Stop thinking. I will end my turn. It is processing. I should have scrolled in a little more so we can see more detail. But it is what it is. Okay, what's going to happen? Are we going to be attacked? Not yet. Cool. Fantastic. Great. We live to fight another day. Okay, let's look at these messages. Okay, military balloons. Okay, on June 19th, 1861, pioneering balloonist Thaddeus Lowe ascended over DC in a hydrogen filled balloon and telegraphed his observations of the Confederate lines across the Potomac to the ground. He convinced Lincoln that aerial reconnaissance could greatly aid military operations. Confederates also used hot air and gas balloons. However, in both armies, most officers refused to use the balloon as war machines. Interesting. I would have used them to at least know what's going on, right? What does it do? So let's find out. So this balloon unit is of great use to an able commander for spotting the enemy and coordinating movements between his regiments. +1 command per ability level to this stack, and it partially lifts the fog of war, meaning it provides good detection. All great, right? So that +1 command is so important. So we can see here that McClellan's army right now requires 34. It only provides 16, and so theoretically, if we add this balloon unit, it'll go up to 17. Let's find out. Yes, it does. There's now 17. Of course, because there's just so many troops here, right, that require command, it's still at a penalty of 35. So that didn't change much, but we are well on our way. Oh my god! 1200 combat power. What the heck? And you're not even at full cohesion. So theoretically, like, you could be at like 1600, and I'm only at 880 and 340. Good God. You know, God. I hope we survive. Okay. Okay, so there's again been more stock left untouched, and so we have canceled contracts. I think what happens is that when there's a surplus of supplies, some of that is converted back into money. I think that's what happens. Okay. So they've decided to build new armories and arsenals. Hey, good for them because they need it. And I think because of the bonuses I gave them, they have plenty of money to spend. So good for them. New ships entering service. Adonde? New York. Great. New ships. I think it's this squadron, right? Yeah, you just showed up. And the USS Richmond. This squadron was already here because we are waiting for them to fill out these other elements. Yeah. Yep. All states mobilize their militias throughout the Union. Good. A general levy of U.S. militias. I thought that already happened. So we are getting more troops. Does that mean we need more recruits? Yes. Yes, but I think we're in good shape. Wow. Okay, you need a lot of ships. Yeah, we're in good shape. We will return to that a little later, after we read more messages. So the 1st Texas has successfully evaded enemy forces in the area of Chickasaw, rather. We had a 90% chance of success. Let's find out where. Here. No, here. Where's Chickasaw? Whoa. Whoa. The 1st Texas. Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought I lost them. Where is Okay, here. So I guess there was a Confederate force here that we evaded. And now that these folks are in Muskogee, they, I think they moved through Atoka, right? And then to Muskogee. And now they've got 100 supplies, which is great. The, where's the 2nd Texas? There we go. Has already made its way back to Fort Smith. I want the same of you guys. Let's move through to Okmulgee. And not put you on passive posture anymore because you have supplies again. I mean, you don't have a lot of cohesion, but you have supplies. And I am comfortable doing that. So we're going to move through to Okmulgee and then up to Fort Smith to join up. Pope? I think this is Pope. Or was that Price? Sterling Price or Pope? I don't remember again. Oh, you have a unit here. Okay. Sorry. Messages. Okay. I'm going to, again, there's a lot of move messages. I'm going to just quickly scroll through to make sure anything that is important that I catch. Okay. Tons of folks are active in Fairfax and Prince George's and Fairfax and the blockades. Okay, we've suffered some hits from foul weather out at sea. That's fine. Okay. Units have been successfully trained in Cincinnati. Okay, that is good. Thank you. McClellan, thank you. So you trained up. Oh, I can't click on them yet because they are inactive. Okay, I mean, I will still join these up. We're going to join them up and give them to McClellan. You know, see, we've got a pretty long queue of troops to train, and, you know, there are, how many? There's 2 here, there's 2 there, there's 2 there. So, 1 turn, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's at least 11 turns of training that McClellan can do here, which is good. Thank you, McClellan. I'm going to move these guys out so that whenever they are available to move, they can do so. Because one of the things that can happen with McClellan and other training officers is that, you know, again, there's a dice roll for whether or not they become active. And of course, in this case, I think that McClellan was still going to be inactive rather, because of the limit that the game placed on him at the beginning of the game. But there's a dice roll, right? And there is a chance that when McClellan trains a unit, right, he becomes inactive the following turn. And so every unit under his command becomes inactive. And so if I left this Ohio unit, right, the 1st Ohio Brigade in McClellan's stack, there's a possibility that he will be inactive the next turn and make all of these troops, including this brigade, inactive, right? Which means I can't move them out to where I need them to go. So I move them out preemptively so that even if he becomes inactive next turn, that will not impact the 1st Ohio Brigade's ability to move. Great. Good job. Okay, Stone's Brigade has received more mounted volunteers, more replacements, training of Rangers in Leavenworth, and a building of transports in Annapolis. Are y'all good to go? You are! Great. Let's move you. Well, actually, you're not at full strength yet. Why is that? Tell me why. It says you're at full strength. But why does it? Is that just wrong? 8 of 8, 80 men. Yeah, you are good. I think that this is just a lie. The cohesion and manpower bars are not speaking truthfully. So I'm going to move you down to join the Merchant Navy here. Oh, and because we have more ships here, I think we're gonna get more income. So let's try to confirm that information. Okay. Control and ownership changes. So we've taken Fort Wayne. They have captured Fort Wayne back. They've captured Muskogee, Pleasant, Texas. We have captured Jefferson City. That is good. Surprisingly, there wasn't a fight. We've taken Parkersburg. We've taken Fort Whipple. Oh, good. That's in Arizona. Okay, cool. That was the cavalry unit we sent out there. And then, again, an attempt to perform suspend. Okay, and Franklin was unsuccessful. That is unfortunate. Okay, and it seems like it was successful in Queens, maybe. I think. Okay, extensive works have been ordered in Chatham, Georgia. And we are getting more money and more supplies. I mean, that looks right? Because I think it was 2 money and I think 8 war supply before, and now it's 4 and 14. And again, the more people, the more transports we put into these shipping lanes, the greater the income over time. And so these transports will pay for themselves, as opposed to like them being inactive, sitting off of the in Hampton Roads. I will be able to generate income with them here. Great. Cool. I think that covers the messages. What's cool is these guys are now active and able to move. Everybody here has converged on Hampton Roads. I will combine them into the Atlantic Fleet. So you've got a combat power of 400, and all of these ships are ready for battle. You've got 1 transport and 3 scouts. Good. All right, yeah, and Farragut, he's an excellent admiral. 544. The Union historically had very good admirals. Yeah. What else? Okay. I think that I work better starting out west. My decision trees are smaller out west, and that helps me sort of frame what the term will look like. Okay. Okay, there are more militia. I will have you join up with Carson's command. You can't move yet. Okay, these guys are continuing to move down. Supplies have arrived in Southern California, so I will have you build a depot here. Yeah. It seems like I'm spending a lot of money and effort and resources here out west, and I am. But I don't mind that. I like that. I do not mind that at all. Okay, these 2 are fixed here, San Bernardino and Los Angeles, so it makes sense for y'all to be there together. Wow, so you have an entrenchment value of 6. And you can see that there are stockades here. That's cool. What else? Can you do anything? Can you do anything? None of y'all can do anything. Okay, that's fine. Sacramento, can you do anything? No, you're all fixed, and you're moving, so that's good. Okay, everybody who can receive orders has their orders. 10th Infantry. Oh, Denver Militia. Huh. Okay, I mean that's fine. Stay there. That's fine. Stay there. Stay there. Yes. Just in case. Just in case. Y'all are good there. All right, now we're going to look at Missouri. These Rangers can move. I will move you by rail to Cleveland, like these guys here. And then from Cleveland, right? Hey, excuse me. From Cleveland to Annapolis. Easy enough, 24 days. Great. Let's do that with you guys. Yeah, move you from Cleveland on over to Annapolis. Great. Oh, wow. So you're taking a different path. You are moving through Pittsburgh to do that, which is, I think, fine. No reason not to. Any other troops up here? No. Okay. Okay, we successfully took Jefferson City. That is the capital of Missouri. Price is on the way, which is kind of scary. He's got a bunch of infantry. Okay, I'm going to put Lion on defense. I'm going to join up. Hopefully that's enough to repel an attack. You know, I was hoping to capture Rolla so that I could destroy the depot here. Unfortunately, it looks like he moved a unit in before I could do that. Oh, you know what? I didn't even capture this. That sucks. You know, there is a cavalry unit here, and they're threatening St. Louis, but we have a whole garrison and a department here to protect them. So I will move these volunteer units down to support this cavalry unit and to try to take Rolla. Let's see if that works out. You know, we will see. Yeah, so we've got another garrison here. We combine these naval forces. We've got the Cairo garrison. And we've got these units here. I think you stay put. You know, we're not going to attack into New Madrid or Island 10 anytime soon. Once Kentucky declares, hopefully, maybe like in early 62, we will have a big enough force to move down and to capture Fort Henry and Donelson, and then to move on to Nashville. Nashville is a big hub of industrial output for the Confederacy, so it'll be important to capture Nashville. And then from there, we can, if we can cross the Mississippi, and I think that we can because we will cross, through Paducah and then through Corinth. We will then truly enter the Deep South. Okay. Anything else? Oh yeah, you've got some folks here. Permanently fixed. That's fine. I will have to remember that they're there so that I don't click on them again. Yeah, you guys are here as well. All permanently fixed. That's fine. That's fine. You're good. Stay there. Okay. Okay. You know, I think what might be easier for me, and it's merely because it helps me remember that they're there, is that instead of having them be garrisoned inside the cities, I will pull them out into the countryside like that. And just by looking at them and seeing this red band, I will hopefully remember that all of these troops here are permanently fixed, and I don't need to click them and check in the future. Are you permanently fixed? You are. In Iowa. Oop. I mean, I think that they have a better defensive value when they're inside these structures. But I am not concerned all that much about them being attacked. And if they are attacked, there will be an army nearby to support them. So, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, these guys here. Anything else? Yeah, you. Anyone else? How about you? Yeah, you are. Okay. Anything else? Oh, cool. The Kentucky force. Cool. Oh, yeah. This is McClellan's, guys. That's fine. You know, I don't know if they need to be in Cincinnati, so I will pull them out as well. Yeah. Is anybody here permanently fixed? You are. So there's no reason why you are upgradable. At least you shouldn't take priority over everyone else who can't move. So I'm actually going to put you in there. And everybody else here can be activated and move after being trained up. Good. Okay. The 1st Michigan Brigade. Why are y'all here? In Ashland. Huh. Are you permanently fixed? You are not. You are not fixed. You are fixed. So you can stay in there. Well, let's combine y'all. So these guys can move in a couple turns. You will stay here. Fixed. You are fixed here. Yeah, so these guys were successful in capturing Parkersburg. So the question now is, do I try and dislodge them from Clarksburg? Right? I could move these 3 forces here and attack them, but honestly, I don't know that I want to do that, because I think I'm gonna put them back in here. Sorry, because they have an artillery unit, and this unit controls the confluence of these 4 rivers. In case the Confederacy ever moves through, if they jump on ships, for example, and try to move up, this has some control over their movement. I don't think that I want to attack. Yeah. I don't think I want to do that. That would put me at a disadvantage because I'm tacking across the river into hills. I don't need them to move from here right now. I think they're fine where they are. Clarksburg is important, but it's not strategically important right now. I'd rather have them attack me and suffer greater casualties than I suffer. Great. Do I combine these? So that's 120, that's 150. What happens? 308. 120, 150. Yeah, this has more combat power. Okay. That's fine. I don't need all of these supplies here. I only need 1. So I'm going to move these guys out. Back east. Let's get you down to Baltimore. Are you moving through Confederate lines? You are. Why don't you go up and then to Baltimore? Yeah, that is safer. And it'll get you there in 17 days. That's good. Oh, well, actually, do I want them out west? Because I've got plenty of supplies here. Yeah, let's move y'all out west. Again, go to Pittsburgh, and then go to Cairo. Good. 31 days. Cool. Okay, Milroy's force is still here. You are entrenching in Harper's Ferry, awaiting attack. You are still fully supplied because you are sitting on a supply depot. That's good. This is the 1st Pennsylvania Brigade. There are more troops here and here. Yeah, just tons of guys everywhere. Oh, okay. Let's combine, y'all. Because this garrison unit cannot move. And my intention is for Banks to not move ever. So stay there. Okay? Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, these are all garrison units. I got excited for there for a second. Okay. Anything else? I know that I need to sort of look at this Alexandria piece, but I don't know, just make sure there's nothing else up here. Drafting up there. Great. Anything here? Can anyone move? Just combine y'all. These are all garrisons. Okay, you cannot move yet. Connecticut, 3 turns. Okay, you can move, so I'm going to put you out here. Okay. How about you? You cannot move. You cannot move. Okay. Yeah. There's a garrison here in Boston. Some more ships. Yeah, let's just combine y'all. Right, you're still building up. You can't move yet. You're still building up. So That's fine. Yeah, more guys up here who are fixed. Good. All right, good. Alexandria. What's going on? Can anyone move out of here? The Washington Reserve is permanently fixed. Yeah, these are all new units. But they are permanently fixed to DC, which is fine. Scott is permanently fixed, but these forces are not. So let's move them out, right? In support of, I think, McDowell, right? This is the priority. We can lose Harper's Ferry, but we cannot, or it would be a tougher loss to lose Alexandria, right? Okay. And then in the next turn, oh no, a bit more. In the next turns, these other units will be available. Let me actually just move Scott to this garrison unit because they're all fixed here, and these guys are not. So that'll help sort of organize things. Why are you here in DC? Is there a reason? Did I forget already? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to move you out. I'm going to have you join up with the squadron in Hampton Roads, and I'm going to move you transports again to these merchant marines, the merchant fleet, to get me some more income. Yeah, you're training up. Yeah, that's fine. Stay in Annapolis. You guys are moving. Yeah, you all are moving. All right, I don't think there's anything else on the map that I can do. So let's look at our decisions. Has anything changed? No. No. Okay. Okay, we can do Habeas again. Should we try Franklin again? What happened here? Oh man, your loyalty went down. Oh no, it didn't. It was at 60 something. We're trying again. Anything else? No. Okay, and then recruit. No, let's go to replacements. We are good here. We are good here. Again, we're looking at 10% of this number, right? So 10% of 4D is 4. If we had less, then we would add. If not, we're good. So we're good here. We're good here. We're good here. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. 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 Okay. We do not need to queue up any additional replacements. Let's start recruiting again. Do we have anyone special? Look at the far west. Nothing special. I'm looking for rangers. Nothing. The west. Nothing. Southeast. This is Kentucky. Still can't recruit troops from there. Okay. Nothing special. So I will recruit more of these Illinois infantry in Cairo because they are so powerful. There you go. Boom. Oh. Boom. Okay, we are out. We still have some conscripts. Do I need artillery? I mean, I do. Sure. You get some arty. Yeah, we're at 6 now. It is very loud. 12 pounders. Yeah, let's do some 12 pounders. All right, we are completely out of conscripts. No more recruitment. Let's combine all of these guys. Oh crap. You guys pull out. That's the garrison. Let's combine y'all. So this is quickly becoming a quite powerful force as soon as they are able to train up. And once Ulysses S. Grant comes around, and Sherman and some other folks, they can take command of this force and execute the campaign to split the South. All right. I think that is sufficient for this turn. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Huh, we all of a sudden have vision here? Why? I don't know. Okay, you're good. I don't know. All right. So, I think the plan for the next couple of turns, of course, is to try and defend our gains here in Missouri. And if we can't, that's fine. We'll fall back to St. Louis. Continue to consolidate forces in Cairo. Um, I think that I'll start funneling these recruits. I think I'll funnel them to St. Louis. Because y'all need help, right? Y'all need help? Yeah, you don't have a big force. So St. Louis it is. Yeah, Andrew Foote. You got some really great admirals. I'm gonna move you down to Cairo. And then, so folks being trained by McClellan will move to St. Louis. Eventually, we want to have a force being built in rather on the border of Kentucky, because the South will invade, and we will have to respond by protecting Louisville. Where's Louisville? Where is Louisville? Bowling Green, Murfreesboro, Lexington. Louisville, there we go. Louisville, and then to move on down south to threaten Nashville and Chattanooga, which is here. Yeah, here. Okay. Okay, so that's much later. I think that's like early 62, late 61. And then, I mean, there's a question. Yeah, okay, so holding tight here in West Virginia and allowing him, Floyd, to attack us. And then out east, of course, continuing to consolidate forces in Alexandria and Harper's Ferry, and then creating a force maybe in Annapolis, maybe in Baltimore, to transport down to capture New Orleans, right? And I think that historically these forts, do I capture them? Because what I think I can do is I can take a force out here to Coney Island. I can't go to Lake Pontchartrain, but I can drop them off here, right? And then once we capture New Orleans, we can double back and capture both of these forts at the mouth of the Mississippi. I think that's what I do. It does look like they have a ton of units here, which is fine. But I think that's the plan. I think that is the plan. To eventually do that. And part of that plan would be then to pull these Marines out and bring them to Annapolis to help with the penalties of a naval landing. All right. I think we're in good shape. I mean, unless they attack. That is kind of scary. I mean, we do have, I guess, comparable numbers with them, right? But to just see that the Confederacy can really go toe to toe so effectively with us, like, that is kind of scary. It's a lot of battling. That's a lot of fights. It's a lot of casualties. And a lot of battles that we have to win, because we will lose morale if we lose them. All right. Save turn. Proceed to next turn. Let's go. Oh, they are moving. There are 7 and 6. Maybe they're reorganizing. Maybe that's what's happening. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, they're oh my god! Run! Milroy, run! Yes, okay. Oh my god. I did not expect them to move from Nasus to Harper's Ferry in one turn. That was unexpected. Okay. That was the first battle of the war. I mean, apart from Fort Sumter, right? Um, let's take a look. Okay, we lost more guys. I mean, which is fine because Beauregard is a better commander than Milroy is. How can I check that? Is there a way I can? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, Milroy and all my other generals are 3-1-1s, and Shields is 3-1-2. Beauregard himself is a 6-2-4. So he has a strategic value of 6, offensive of 2, and defensive of 4. That is daunting. 5-1-1 for Theophilus Holmes. Longstreet. I mean, come on. And then this is Stonewall Jackson next to him, right? So, okay. Longstreet, 7-3-6. So, amazing defender, as is historically accurate. Stonewall Jackson, 7-4-4. MJ Thompson, I don't know this name off the top of my head, 6-2-1. Still better, right, than a lot of the guys I have. And then Bonham, 5-1-1. Right. This is just demonstrative of the disparities of commanders between the North and the South in the beginning of the war. These guys just, pound for pound, are so much better than anyone I can field right now. And it shows because they attacked. Is that across a river too? Yeah, they attacked from Manassas to Loudoun and then across a river. To Harper's Ferry. They attacked over a river and into hills and into my defensive position where I had an entrenchment level of 3, right? And yeah, you see my entrenchment level is 300%, right? And they still not only beat me back, right? We lost, but we lost more people. Incredible. Yeah, just incredible. So how do you read this, right? So this is the sort of overall picture of what happened in the battle. We see here that we deployed 15,000 troops. They deployed, this is maybe 18,000 troops altogether, right? They deployed 25,000, upwards to 26,000 troops. So they outnumbered us. They also inflicted more casualties on us. We lost 1,500 infantry and 61 cavalry. They lost 700 infantry and lost 183 cavalry. And then when we look down here, we have who our commanders were and who their commanders were. And if we hover over them, we can see their rating. And then what's really cool is that each individual unit is modeled, right? And we're able to see where the casualties are and how well they did in terms of fighting, right? So we have here the 1st Maryland Brigade. They had 60 hit points at the beginning of the battle. They lost 6. All right, so if we hover over them, we inflicted 1 damage, and we suffered 6. We also suffered some cohesion hits. What does this say? Yeah, okay, yeah. And the 1st Maryland consists of a conscript unit, and a conscript cavalry unit. And these other sort of places here, we're able to see that my unit had a medium hit probability during this round. We received a protection bonus from the entrenchment value. A nearby supply source increased the combat prowess of the unit. And our men showed cowardice during close fighting. Fantastic. It looks like all of our men showed cowardice. Not all, most, which sucks. Not great. Some others had a higher probability of hitting folks, like these Marines, for example. Right, so they received 6 hits, but hit no one else. I mean, and this just sort of goes to show just how difficult fighting is in the beginning of the war when you've got terrible commanders who are not effectively commanding the units under their command, right? And so we had, I think, a combat power of, I think, around 500 at the start of the battle. We are now down to 380, right? And they're at 1200. I think they were at 1400 before, and they moved up, right? And then, they lost some guys, they lost some cohesion, and so their combat power now is at 1200, right? And then we can also look at their brigades and how well they did, right? So this is Cox Brigade, Longstreet's Brigade, Early, Bonham, Ewell, Evans, Holmes, right? And then we can also see like how well they did, right? They had a medium hit probability. Most of them had a medium hit, except for the Evans Brigade that had a high hit, and this Virginia battalion. It says here that the commanding officer led the unit brilliantly during this round, which is great for them. We also see that they were attacking across a river, and so they received. We received a defensive modifier, and even so, we lost more casualties. So yeah, they were commanded brilliantly. Makes a lot of sense. They were also near supplies, so they received some bonuses to that. I think that we can chalk this up to a loss due to the lack of competent generalship, right? And their numerical superiority. And so even though we were entrenched in hilly terrain and they were crossing a river, they were able to overcome those faults or those disadvantages by their numbers and by their generalship. So good for them. All right, that was the Battle of Harper's Ferry, the first battle, presumably, of Harper's Ferry. The Great Comet. On June 29th, 1861, a great comet, first discovered in May in Australia, passed into the northern hemisphere. At its peak, the comet's head was about a third the size of the moon, and its tail stretched from the zenith to the horizon. The comet passed so close to the Earth that for 2 days the Earth actually entered its tail. What does this comet portend? Is it significant that it is heading north? Is it a war comet? For thousands of years, great comets have been seen as harbingers of death and destruction. If so now, then whose death and destruction? The comet moves out of sight to the naked eye in August of 1861. Damn, that's a long-ass time. June to August? That's like 2 months. This is interesting. I mean, this is I think a sort of a bit of an Easter egg to sort of all the other strategy games that call up the sort of impact that comets had in the mystique of history, where folks didn't know what was going on and what it meant and what it could mean, and so games like EU and primarily EU. I play that game a lot. I like it. Okay, Northern papers push for immediate offense, and this is historically accurate. Forward to Richmond. The rebel Congress must not be allowed to meet there on the 20th of July. By that date, the place must be held by the National Army. That was by the New York Tribune. Early in the war, many newspapers in the North and South were counting on one grand battle to end the war quickly. Northern newspapers in particular pushed the government to march south and kill the snake at its nest by taking Richmond before the first Confederate Congress could meet. The pressure forced the hands of both military and civilian leadership, who could move and risk battle with an untrained and untried force, or delay and submit to being mauled by the media. In mid-July, the Union Army moved south with the largest force seen to date in North America and gave both sides a taste of the horrors to come. And that is in reference to the first battle of Manassas or Bull Run. Yeah, this has happened. Fortunately, I do not adhere to the strategy of taking them out quickly because, yeah, I mean, this army here. I mean, technically, now that they moved out, I can make I can press for Richmond, but they can then quickly press for DC, or they can come and cut me off, take Alexandria and cut me off from my supplies, which is not a good thing to do. So we have to deal with these armies. The center of gravity in the Civil War was not the capitals, right? I mean, decisions were made historically based on the notion that the center of gravities were in the capitals, and I grant it is important to protect the capital, but it's really the armies that we have to attrit down, and impose our will upon. And we do that by slowly gaining power, slowly training up our troops, massing them, and fighting battles on our own terms where we have greater advantages than they have. That's just how this war is going to be won, and newspapers be damned. All right. Congress authorizes pay for volunteers. Congress sees that the number of free volunteers dwindles, and therefore authorizes the government and military to offer an enlistment premium to attract more of them. Yeah, you wonder, right? We have more conscripts now, but we were really being bottlenecked earlier by the lack of conscripts. We had a ton of money, but we lacked conscripts. Okay, let's read these other messages first. So we have, again, more a surplus of steel. We may increase our rail and river pool. I can talk about that later and what that means. We have some more military options. The Confederacy has decided to build more arsenals. Good for them. I cannot wait to capture them. One cavalry unit is raised to react to enemy raid in Ohio and Illinois. What's going on there? Okay, there we are. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay. It is indeed a raid. It is just one cavalry unit. Okay, and new supply units are received for free in New York. Good. Thank you, New York. Okay, we have inflicted 5 hits to the enemy in the siege of Rolla. Naval forces have failed to engage the enemy in Patrick Henry Square in the air. Oh, squadron. Okay, the enemy a squadron named Patrick Henry in the area of the American Basin. There was a chance of 2%. All right, Milroy's, he was engaged. Yes, we have successfully retreated from the battle. We have lost the battle, but we have not lost any national morale. That's good. Good. Okay, movement. Oh, so Patrick Henry succeeded in, the squadron succeeded in bypassing the defenses of Fort Monroe. So that was in Camp Hampton Roads. So there seems to have been some naval forces that moved on down and escaped our grasp. And they're out there somewhere, which is fine. They've arrived. Folks have arrived. U.S. column. Oh. More people have arrived. More people are active. All right, Benjamin Butler's active. McClellan is active. Great. All right, more soldiers are being trained up. We've received the Ohio Union Light Guard. We have finished building a depot in southeastern California. Great. Training is nearly complete for a bunch of units. Fantastic. We have started building a depot in southeastern California. We have taken Muskogee. The Confederates have captured Fort Gibson and Fort Townsend. That's fine. They have captured Harper's Ferry. That's fine. Yeah. Your control has been reduced. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, and then attempt to perform. Okay, yeah, that was unsuccessful again. United States is drafting citizens into service in New Jersey. Great, New Jersey, that was successful. Okay. Oh yes, and then more. Yeah. So last turn we had 4 money and 14 war supply. Now we're getting 8 and 26. which means that, again, our strategy, is working where we are putting more transports in the shipping lanes, which means, it's permitting us to have a greater amount of income. Great. Let's move out west and see what's going on. So these guys are still moving to Fort Buford. You guys are staying put. That's good. We have taken Western Arizona, which is the intention of ours. Honestly, we can continue to move down because these are not occupied by any Confederate forces. Of course, we don't want to be overstretched, but we don't want to dilly-dally. So let's move y'all down, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I don't want to move them all the way down here because our supply depot is in Fort Yuma, and I want to build one in Western Arizona before we continue to move on forward. And we can do that with the supply train here. Well, actually, that's 8 turns. That's a long-ass time. Instead, I think I'll build some more supply trains here, and then move them down and build supply depots as we go, right? Because we don't have a decision to build one yet here. Yeah, we don't. Okay, that's fine. That is California in the west. Good. There's nothing else to do. All right. Okay. All right. The 1st Texas has now escaped from Fort Gibson, and we're moving on up to rendezvous in Fort Smith. Okay, the Confederate cavalry is raiding in. I think they can capture that if they wanted to. Where did Sterling Price... Okay, Sterling Price moved south. I think he was here last time. He moved south. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. They are active in 1 turn. I'm going to just have Edwin Sumner command them and combine. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Lion, stay here. Are you trying to protect Rolla? Should I move them? So let me just sort of pull this out, right? So there's a unit here in Rolla. They are called the 3rd Missouri Columbia Grays. They are currently being besieged, and that is noted by this icon, this circle, this coin, with a siege gun in it. It says Rolla is besieged, but the structure is intact, which is fine. Kind of scary if you move here. I would move Lion here, but then I might lose Jefferson. I mean, what's important about Jefferson, right? It's not a supply depot. It's just the capital. I can retake it after taking Rolla. Yeah, let's do that. 20 days. Is there any way to get there quicker? Can I do that? And then that? 16 days. Huh. Should I abandon the artillery? What about ships? Right now. What is the shortcut for ships? Control R. Oh, whoa, whoa. Control R. That? What? Okay. What is it? Shortcut control. Oh, capital R? Shift R? No. Okay. Okay. That doesn't work. How about we pull you out here 3 days, and then here, and then here? 18 days. Well, use rail as well, man. Yeah, 10 days. Okay. So sometimes you just have to sort of finagle it yourself to make it work. So we will arrive in 10 days and be a part of the siege at the beginning of next turn. You know, technically what I could do is I can tell them to march in on assault posture, right? And then by the time they get here, you know, as soon as they get here, they will assault Rolla. But there is a chance that Price will come in support, in which case we will attack them, and we're pretty even right now. Do I risk that? Do I have more troops to pull from here? No, I don't. You know what? Let's just give it a go, right? See what happens. Oh wow, they're raiding into Illinois. They've taken Chester. Huh. Unexpected, but good. Good. Huh. I can send these volunteer units to capture it. And I think I'll do that. You know, you know, this is an important place, but not incredibly important. And I don't think that I would mind if like more Confederate forces moved up here so that I could trap them on this side of the Mississippi. You know, and prevent them from getting supplies, right? You know, if they capture Salem, that'll be problematic because there's a supply depot in there. But if they can't capture Salem or St. Louis or Cairo or Vincennes, then like they are out of supplies. And you know, I can prevent them from going back across the Mississippi because I can blockade these river regions with ships, right? So it says here, like, you know, in the big muddy confluent, I need at least 8 naval units to blockade this zone, and I have 7 here. I mean, that's not that much more, right? And there are transports here. There's some gunboats. Okay. Oh, there's a cav unit here. I want you down here. 16 days, 8 days. That's better. Good. More guys. More guys. Anyone else out here that I need to look at? Nope. Nope. There you are. Okay. Why can't you move? Okay. One more turn. So you were trained up. Thank you, McClellan. Again, so useful. I said that I would be moving you to Cairo. I think I need you here first. Yeah. I'll just tell you how to connect up with them. Yeah. I mean, Cairo can wait. And you've already got folks training up here. Cairo can wait. Y'all will be next in training. Yeah. Great. Okay. You're raiding in here. I would prefer you not to do that. Can I get you there quicker? Is there any way to get you there quicker? 12 days. And I will put them on offensive posture. Hopefully they don't move. It's quite possible they do. Patterson. Yeah, there's not much I can do with you right now. Or, I mean, there is some things I can do, but again, I would prefer you to not attack, and I prefer you to be attacked. So we're just waiting for Floyd to feel like he can attack us. And that's fine. Just remembering what happened to us in Harper's Ferry. Okay, these Zouaves are training up. All right, Milroy is retreating into Frederick, Maryland. I would like you to hold your ground here. 3rd Virginia Local Defense. I have a question, right? Which is, oh, this is the Alexandria garrison. I can't even move out of here. Just put you back in there. Do I move Hamilton to support, or do I move McDowell? Right? Because if, it's tough because, maybe I force him back, right? Maybe what I do now is I go and take Manassas. And if he continues to go up, into Pennsylvania or Maryland, I take Manassas and I try and cut his supplies at Harper's Ferry, and then he can wither on the vine out here. He'll lose supplies and cohesion. Because, what I was thinking initially was that I move McClellan back, right, and help defend Frederick. But then, what if he then doesn't attack Frederick, but attacks Alexandria, right? And then defeats Hamilton's detachment in detail. I would prefer to avoid that. And so how do I force him to adhere to my movements, right? And I think to do that, I think I need to move. And I think I need to attack Manassas. And not just attack it, but take it. And so I will move, and I will have them in assault posture, and I will tell them to attack them here. There is an attachment of 4 units with 133 power. I will tell them both to go. And I will explain why. Okay. Here's why. At first I thought, hey, I need a force to defend Alexandria from these guys, right? So let's leave them here. But then I thought, well, if they come to Alexandria, they stand no chance, right? Hamilton's force does not stand a chance against Beauregard's force. And so they'll be pushed back one way or another. So their best chance of survival is to stick with McDowell. And so they will sort of help with the attack. But then the question is okay, what if they do still march on Alexandria and cut me off, right? And they take Alexandria. Well, then they would have to move with the intent of not just landing, their forces in the countryside of Alexandria, but to actually assault it, like how I am doing here with McDowell's force, where I'm, doing a assault posture and an all-out attack to make sure that I take it, right? So they would have to, the AI would have to move with this army here in the assault posture, right, to take Alexandria. And I like my chances of them not doing that. I don't think, what I'm trying to say is, I don't think, I just combined them. Shit, okay. Let me find it. Try and find that balance again. That was a mistake. All right, split y'all out. 300, 800. Yeah, because that equals a little more than 1,200. Was that about the same? Huh. Let me try and move y'all back. 300, 900. Okay, that's a little better. Let me do that one more time. Maybe with some arty. Okay, that's a little better. So that's about 1,400, which is a little more than Beauregard. So I like my chances of them not moving, them being Beauregard's army not moving with the assault posture on. And so when they land, if they move to Alexandria, they will besiege it, but they will not assault it. And I have a garrison here. It's not a very big one, but it's a garrison that will prevent them from immediately taking Alexandria. And so if they do that, I can then the next turn double back with McDowell and Hamilton and assault them while they're in Alexandria. And that's my plan. Alternatively, right, Beauregard can go up, right? I think that's probably ideal. He will raid up into Pennsylvania, Maryland, and I will again capture Manassas and then move to capture Harper's Ferry and cut their supplies. And then I will have to prevent him from taking Baltimore and Harrisburg, but though, and of course DC, right? But those are the places where supplies are. And if I prevent him from doing that, then over time, he will lose cohesion, lose supply, and be forced to retreat, or if I can force a battle where he would be weaker than I. And then I guess the third option is for him to stay here in Harper's Ferry, or retreat down the Shenandoah Valley, which would, and if that happens, then I will just move Milroy back into Harper's Ferry, and then move McDowell and Hamilton back out into Alexandria, because I don't think that Manassas Junction is a defendable place, right? It's plains, it's woods. This is clear, but at the very least, I like my chances in Alexandria more than in Manassas Junction. You know, you can, in Manassas Junction, you can be attacked from troops both from the Shenandoah and from really all sides of southern Virginia. Whereas in Alexandria, your threats are sort of well known, well defined. Okay, that's my plan. We will see what happens. No one here can move. Oh, the cavalry unit can move here, can it? Right? Let me do that. Yes, you can. Let's move you to Harris. No, well, am I afraid of that happening right now? I don't know. I mean, okay, so let's do this one at a time. These Zouaves are available to move. I want to move on rail, and I'd like for them to join Milroy's unit. Well, let's just do that. Yeah, yeah. Join them when they arrive in Frederick. I mean, it's not enough, right? But it's something. Yeah, join his unit when you get there. Okay, where's that cav unit? There we go. Yeah, you know. I guess you can just join Hamilton's force. Stick with him. There are supplies here. I will move them down to Baltimore. Can anyone else here move? Oh, these Zouaves can move. I will have you join Milroy's. Oh, 18 days. Why is that? I guess that's the traffic penalty coming into effect, right? Because we got all these guys using these rail lines around here. How do we go here? Yeah, it's 9 days. It's substantially less. And then if you cross over, 13 days. And then you can do that. Why is that? It's like 22 days. I don't understand. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess I am a betting person, and I'm betting that he will not make a thrust into Harrisburg, because that's pretty lightly defended right now. Anything else up here? You know, I'm betting that McClellan... I'm sorry, not McClellan, but Beauregard is not as bold. Right? Not as bold as Lee when Lee invaded in 63. All right. Anything else? Hampton Roads is here. Got guys there. Oh yeah, Butler can move now. That's nice. I think that I will have... You can carry 20. How much does Butler weigh? Can I tell? Weight is 2, weight is 6. So I will tell this transport unit to dock Oh, well, actually, can I just tell him to board? Can you just board like that? Yeah, okay, it'll take 5 days to board transports. And then once done, I will move him to maybe Philly. Maybe Annapolis. Again, and I think that Butler will be the guy who I will choose to lead our invasion of New Orleans. Right? He is a lieutenant general. He's got a shitty value of 201, and he's a hated occupant. But he's really the only person that I can spare in this theater to go down there and try and capture New Orleans. So I think that is what I'll do. So at the moment, these guys, the Atlantic Fleet, rather, is lacking a supply, transport, but they will not be gone long, right? So I'm gonna move you back to Annapolis because you got one more guy to go. Anyone else? No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right. What else? Anything happening in the Gulf? No? Nothing happening. Okay, I think that's everything for the strategic map. I'm going to try and take Rolla. We've just lost our first real battle at Harper's Ferry. I'm going to try and expel this cavalry unit. They haven't even taken Pomeroy? So, what's the threat? Whatever. Okay. I'm going to try and expel these guys. Continue to defend in Western Virginia. I'm attacking Manassas to try and force a response from Beauregard. And then, again, trying to move more folks down. Okay, now I think is a good time to look at our thing here. Okay, this is important. Department of War. Continue to look through if there's anything I need to look at. Don't think so. Okay, so let's do reinforcements first. This is fine. This is fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, y'all are all okay here for reinforcements. All right, this is important, right? Right now we have a rail capacity. It's being used, right? Part of it's being used, and we have boat capacity. They're both being used, right? Eventually, let's say in late 62, we will have many more troops to be moving around on rail and on ships, and we do not want to be limited by the capacity that we have right now. And we increase our capacity by these decisions here. We can increase our rail pool, and we can increase our river pool. River pool being just number of ships we can use to ship folks around. So I will sign both because I want that. It'll increase the pool by 50, the rail pool by 50, and the river pool by 25. And it's pretty cheap, $75,000 and 50 war supplies. That's pretty inexpensive, right? To permit the mobility and strategic movement that our troops will need to have later on in the war. Okay, and this is important. So premium for volunteers. We saw earlier that we were bottlenecked by the number of conscripts we have. I think that I want to do this, but first I want to see if that bottleneck remains after I recruit whoever I think I need. So we have more rangers available. We're going to recruit them in Leavenworth. Or wait, what is this? Yeah, Leavenworth. There you go. There you go. And then what else? So we've got folks out in the west. This is Missouri and Kansas. That's fine. What is this? So you've got conscripts in here, volunteers, and sharpshooters. Okay. Southeast and Kentucky, we have not. Kentucky has not joined the war yet, so we can't recruit there. Northwest. Yes, this was the Illinois big. Oh yeah, we've got 7 more folks here we can do that with. That's good. We've got more Arty we can get. The Old Northwest. Anybody who is just infantry? Yeah, these guys are infantry and sharpshooters. Infantry and conscripts. Old Northwest, the Atlantic. All right, you've got the Zouaves. I can recruit. You got balloons, more transports, Zouaves, pontoon bridges, artillery, and other ships, and New England. Right about the same. So I mean, what's our priority, right? Do we continue to recruit more people out here, or are we now going to build forces up in the West? I say. Oh, is there a decision to be made? Yeah, there is. There is. Franklin again? Yeah, let's do Franklin again. We're going to continue trying to get this up to over 80. Anything else? Okay, no. Oh, yeah, I wanted to build supplies out here in the West. Right? Let's try the Mid-Atlantic. All the way down. 2 supplies. Let's do that. Damn, 20 conscripts. Sheesh. So that's 1, 2, 3. Let's do 2. Yeah, that's a ton that I'm pouring in here, but it is what it is. All right, and then I think I do both. I think I recruit people out here in the east. So again, in York, right? More people, more Zouaves. And more Zouaves in New York. No, I mean, they're further away. Let's just build them in Pennsylvania. And hopefully, Beauregard doesn't come smashing in and just completely destroying these troops as they marshal up in York. I mean, that's a real possibility, right? Maybe a little too close to the border. And then out in West, I want to recruit some more of those Illinois out in Northwest. Here, yeah, these guys in Cairo. Super powerful. There you go. Okay, and I'll stop there because I want to do some more transports. Again, because they, can passively create income for us, but also we are gearing up to invade New Orleans, and I want them to be built in Annapolis, right? Yeah. Okay, come on. Okay. Yeah. Oh, here we are. Click the wrong one. All right, let's join up. All right. Okay, we are at 17 conscripts left. I think that I will add in another Zouave unit. I guess in New York this time. Actually, yes. And then we have 7 conscripts left and still a ton of money. So yes, going back to the War Department, we will sign new volunteers and we will pay for them, and I will pay $1.5. I can pay the most, or I don't pay anything, or I can pay $1. I think I'll do the middle point because I still need money coming in, right? Yeah. Okay, I think that will be it. In the next turn, we will see what will happen with Beauregard, and hope for the best. I'm going to save that and stop recording.